everybody. Today we have James Pijewski here with us. He is executive chef at Youville Place Assisted Living, and that's in Massachusetts. And he was part of our best sandwich contest this year. And the sandwich that he made was like bringing Miami to Massachusetts. And I thought that was great. So, welcome, James.
Hi, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the sandwich, about the inspiration that came about with the Cuban sandwich, kind of like a classic made right. But tell us about how you developed this.
So the Cuban sandwich, it's always been like my favorite sandwich. I think it's really cool. I'm not really sure why, but it has like, it's got everything you really want. It's got like fat, it's got like the acid from like the mustard and the pickle, and it's just like a really fresh but like satisfying sandwich. So it's just always been my favorite.
Yeah, it's
Um,
something with like maybe the pickle gives it the acid, and then you have fat from the pork. Do you feel like that's part of
yeah,
it?
exactly. And just it just helps cut through it. And then like I love the mojo marinade. It's bright and flavorful. So it's just, and then of course cheese. So it's like the perfect sandwich. So
Absolutely. It really is. It's just such a great thing to be working with.
yeah,
So what are
absolutely.
some other like kind of cuisines that you've been thinking about lately?
Um, so that's a very hard question. I mean, I like so many different foods. There's not a lot I don't really like or like to cook. So
Yeah.
I've really liked exploring like Greek cuisine lately, and I've always liked to do Spanish, Mexican. You know, I liked in the southern too. I've really liked exploring like barbecue and sort of southern classics.
Oh yeah.
So grits, stuff like that. So.
Me too, definitely. Where did you grow up?
So I just grew up in Massachusetts. I grew up in Pepperell, then I moved out to Air, and then I've worked in Lexington for about 4 or 5 years now. So,
Very cool. And how did you get into senior dining?
so it was my very first job. I was 16. I was in high school, and I started by waiting tables, and then started by dishwashing. Then like I waited tables, and I always I always wanted to cook and like to learn, and then just from there, the food service director, they gave me a chance. And then just from there, I just learned and got a restaurant job, learned some stuff there, and
Mhm.
I fell in love with it. So,
Very
yeah.
cool. So you got some experience and then brought it back to what you're doing now. And this is
Yeah.
especially this year, this is a population that really needs like the care and the comfort. So what have you been doing to kind of like make things nicer for the folks that are sort of just stuck in there and no one can come visit, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, especially now too, I've noticed with myself and probably a lot of people, like food is like, that's why they say it's the COVID-19, like food's such a comfort thing for everybody. So,
Mhm.
I've really worked on just making things fresh, homemade. That's what I believe in too. I mean, this is why I do it. I love to cook. And so, making things fresh, homemade is just what I love to do. So I feel like that really makes a huge difference with them. So.
Oh yeah, very cool. What are some of like the signature dishes that they really like that you make?
So, they of course, they love their classics. They love meatloaf, shepherd's pie. Their turkey dinners. So, I
Oh yeah.
mean, I wouldn't say that's like the exciting stuff that they like, but
Yeah.
we make sure we do it fresh, we do it well. But there's some more like exciting things that we put on the menu that they probably haven't heard of before, and then they love. I mean, I do a brie and peach flatbread with caramelized onions and bacon.
Nice.
That started as just a happy hour snack, and they loved it so much. Like, why can't we have this on the menu? So I put it on the menu.
Awesome.
Yeah, so they just they are really adventurous and they like to try that. So
Very
um,
cool. Yeah, and it is food is definitely keeping all of us busy like during this crazy year. And I heard yesterday I was hosting a webinar and I heard somebody refer to it. He said, I'm going to change it to the COVID 25. And I was like, oh man,
yeah.
it's true. The longer it goes on, it's like, yeah, that's probably more accurate.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's so much good food out there. It's hard to keep it at 15.
Yeah, really. That would be optimistic. So, what do you think you're gonna do? Like, what are you excited about trying something different maybe next year, or like ideas or projects that you want to work on?
Yeah, so like moving forward, I want to keep doing what we're doing. I want to like do, fresh, quality ingredients, homemade food. Moving forward, I really want to I want to explore maybe more creative dishes, maybe some modern food trends that like, the residents or even myself aren't super familiar with.
Yes.
And I want to really work on getting more locally sourced ingredients. I already order a lot of that. I got my bread from Pantadosi and Malden, and I have my spring mix from actually in Air Mass. So I just
No.
want to do more of that so people know what they're getting on their plates.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like the idea of just keeping things fresh, keeping things exciting, and I'm going to be looking for new trends too next year, and hopefully, because I want to see things that I've never heard of either. So we're gonna
Yeah,
have
it's
to keep each other
it's
posted on that.
yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see how food evolves and how some trends come back, some
Mhm.
trends don't, and it's exciting. I love it. So
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's some very many things to look forward to. And
yeah.
we definitely want to stay in touch with you. This is just a short video, but I could talk to you all day. So
I was gonna say, yeah, I could talk food all day.
I
So
know, absolutely. So yeah, we will definitely be hearing from you, staying in touch with you. We hope that you can come back on the show sometime and let's collaborate on some stories together in the new
I would
year.
love it. Excellent.
Very cool. All right. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you.